I gotta be honest with you sports fans, I don't know if Tupac really was who he said he was. Because before the money, the fame, and the greatest hip-hop rivalry of all time, Tupac was just an arts kid obsessed with poetry and acting. Born in jail to Afeni Shakur, a Black Panther activist that was arrested on conspiracy to bomb the New York police stations and other places in New York. But Tupac was constantly around Black Panther influence, but most notably his stepdad, Mutulu Shakur, who was also a member of the Black Panther Party, who on October 20th of 1981 was arrested for robbing a Brinks truck of $1.6 million that resulted in the death of 2 police officers and a 5-year manhunt, which placed Mutulu on the FBI's most wanted list, but most importantly, placed Tupac and Afeni under constant FBI surveillance. So from an early age, Tupac was moving from home to home to home to home to evade authorities in order to meet with Mutulu, who would then teach him Black Panther ideologies. And when Tupac turned 14 years old, he started high school at the Baltimore School of Arts, where he took dance, poetry, and theater classes. Until 1991, and Tupac had just turned 19 years old and relocated to the Bay Area, where he would record and release his first solo album, Tupacalypse Now, releasing the song most notably from that album, Brenda's Got a Baby. And keep in mind, due to his parents, the FBI were watching Tupac's every single move due to their relentless pursuit of Black Panther leaders. But that didn't matter. You see, Tupac knew he had to work within the system to bring his people together, which made the sudden switch from this poet activist to this gangster persona. But you see, being a gangster requires money, cars, crews, and women. So Tupac formed the group Thug Life, but as his fame grew and became more well known, so did his message. And now, more than ever, the FBI had eyes on Tupac, giving him the tools he needed to destroy himself. So in November of 1993, Tupac met a woman named Ayanna Jackson, of which he had met at a nightclub in New York, where Ayanna Jackson had given Tupac some things that had happened consensually in a VIP section of the club. So after the encounter, Pac and Ayanna exchanged numbers and they ended up staying in touch. So just a few days later, Pac invited Ayanna over to the hotel. And it was here that Ayanna had claimed that Tupac had SA'd her. And either true or not true, point was, Tupac played right into the system's hands, silenced, and now played right into their trap. After being released, Tupac doubled down on the gangster persona after being released by bail via Suge Knight in a $1.6 million bail. And in exchange, Tupac would join the record label that was already highly publicized to be associated with the LA Bloods. So now, with hits like Hit 'Em Up and California Love and Hail Mary, the feds would bypass these and instead study his message in songs like Against All Odds, To Live and Die in LA, and All Eyes on Me, deeming these songs as dangerous political ideologies that Tupac disguised as a gangster and played into the system that they created. But once again, giving Tupac the tools he needed to destroy himself. Because after Tupac signed to Death Row Records, he deepened this gangster persona that he was putting on for the world, getting into petty gang scuffles with gang-affiliated people, with people that lived that life since they were kids.